I thought it would be interesting to talk about. We've had some new casting that has come out for characters that will be part of the DCU moving forward. And I thought I'd just kind of talk about the DC journey so far, the DCU journey thus far, in terms of what casting we've had. We've got Superman, who's been cast by the person playing him is David Corenswet. Haven't seen him in anything, but he seems to match the bill. I'm sure people are waiting to see his shirtless running on the beach training photos where he's like tripled in size in 3 months or something. But he looks like he's got potential to be a really good Superman. He seems like a solid actor, and he carries that all-American feel, that Superman carries, the Boy Scout kind of vibe. We've got Rachel Brosnahan, who was in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. She's playing Lois Lane. Lois Lane. And she also she's got a lot of awards for her role in that, and seems to be a really solid pick for this kind of role. There's been a lot of screen tests apparently with these actors, and on that kind of point, what I can kind of appreciate here is that it seems like James Gunn and Peter Safran, they're really taking their time to find these actors that fit the roles, the principles and the ideas that seem to be behind everything that's happening with these films is making sure that the scripts are solid, making sure that the casting is solid, making sure that nothing is being rushed, that they're laying the foundations of what they want to do, and then they're going forward with real quality talent. Then we've got Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, being played by Nathan Fillion, which is super exciting. I think that's perfect. Guy Gardner, not as far as Green Lanterns go, they haven't really got, as far as the public general kind of audience goes, they don't know much about Green Lantern except for Ryan Reynolds' self-hated version of the character, which wasn't Guy Gardner. But Guy Gardner is someone you kind of love to hate, and is a really strong personality with really solid, strong will when it comes to kind of using the ring. But Nathan Fillion's perfect for this, and I think that that's a great casting choice. We've got other characters like Hawkgirl, who are played by Dora the Explorer. Sounds strange, but she's a great actress. Isabella Merced, I think that's how you say it. Lex Luthor has been cast as Nicholas Hoult has been cast as Lex Luthor. Funnily enough, he was going to be Batman potentially, but now he's playing a villain. But solid actor as well. I mean, I don't know if you've watched The Menu, but you want to see this guy act. He is just really good at capturing roles. You look at him in Mad Max, insane. You look at him in Warm Bodies, even when first time I saw him, he's got a vibe about him that you kind of love him. And I feel like he hasn't yet done anything that has shot him to like A-list status, but I think he's got potential. So with all those there's a lot of other castings and actors who are part of these projects, but the most recent update to all of this is what will be a really big character, which is Supergirl, and we've got Millie Alcock, who's been cast as Supergirl. If any of you are familiar with her, it's House of the Dragon. She played that character very, very well. And one of the things that's exciting about her is she's got the ability to really be strong and fierce, but also soft and sensitive and able to kind of play on your emotions in that way. And I think that's why she's perfect for a character like Supergirl, who is obviously a Kryptonian. She's got super strength and she can fly and she's very powerful, but also she's got a very tender, soft, beautiful side of her. And those two can sometimes people go heavy on one side and they aren't able to do the other side. And I think maybe the combination there might be really good, because she's a great actress. You're not going to be worried about her performing the role in the most wonderful way. and it sounds like there was 3 top choices, and she kind of came out on top. So that was confirmed by James Gunn, who kind of recently spoke about that, and he's very excited about that. And I think it's a great choice. So yeah, excited to see what she does with it. I'm excited to see what happens there with that. It's really starting to shape up. With I don't think they've had a casting choice yet where I've thought, oof, that's I don't really know about that. Most of these casting choices are people that are outside, I guess, of Nathan Fillion. They're not really household names. They're kind of around, but they're young enough that they've got these really awesome futures and acting careers ahead of them. And as we've seen, if you're able to do it right, like with Marvel, they really created a universe so well. They set it up so well. Recently, they've sucked, but when they started it out, that whole Infinity Saga was just amazing. And you see where these people started at. They weren't necessarily household names then, but they became these over the years because they really did a good job with these movies and these roles. And that's what's exciting, you know. They're trusting in these people. The casting choices are people that they trust to be able to perform these roles because of their acting ability and because of their potential, not so much because of their clout or, you know, Oscar nominations or whatever it might be. Even though Rachel Brosnahan has got a lot of awards, for Emmy awards and so on, for her role in Marvelous Miss Maisel, but it does just feel like there is a youthful cast in kind of experience, and it just feels like they're untapped potential, and they've got these wonderful opportunities to really shine. I'm not saying that the things they haven't done yet haven't brought them into the light and haven't shown that they're capable. I'm just saying that I think that these people have started out with really amazing roles that they've done. They've shown they've got capability, and now they're getting the opportunity to do these meaty things. What are your thoughts around Millie Alcock? Do you think she's going to be able to do the role well? Are you a fan of her work so far? Do you think she's going to be able to capture the essence of Supergirl? And what kind of stories do you think are going to match her Supergirl role from the comics? Are there any ones you'd recommend I'd read? I've read a few Supergirl comics before, but any suggestions on what you think they're going to be doing with the DCU so far? And I'd love to see what your recommendations are.